If you're moving to Greater Moncton and want to be in a popular area close to all amenities, you don't want to overlook Dieppe.
Hi there, we are Denise and Marc, a husband and wife real estate team right here in Greater Moncton. And even though it's really not the nicest of weather today, and Marc's not super happy about that, we still wanted to take you around Central Dieppe.
So if you're not entirely familiar with Dieppe, it's a city bordering Moncton, and it's one of the three communities that make up the Greater Moncton area, along with the city of Moncton and the town of Riverview. Dieppe has grown a lot in the last 10 to 15 years, and it's a very popular place to live.
Now, we picked the central area of Dieppe to talk about today because it has tons to offer. All types of housing, schools, amenities, and it's where we see the most real estate activity. The main thoroughfare in Dieppe is Champlain Street. We'll take a drive down shortly to show you, but the first area that we're hitting is on the north side of Champlain. Coming into this residential area, just as you come in, there are a few apartment buildings, but after that, for the most part, it's made up of mostly detached homes. The homes are a little older and quite modest, but as you go deeper, they become a little newer and a little bigger. A major selling point to this area is its proximity to amenities, either in the neighborhood or very nearby. In the neighborhood itself, there is a relatively new $31 million complex called Uniplex. It has two NHL-size ice surfaces, including one specifically designed for sledge hockey. It has a greenhouse with a community garden, a 200-meter walking track, a gym, a community kitchen that's set up for demonstration and classes. Meeting rooms are available to rent, a sports shop, and a bistro.
And behind the complex is a concert site where there's been a country music festival each of the last few years called YQM Festival that's brought in some pretty big names. There's a Francophone K-5 school, and there's a New Brunswick Community College campus. And 2 minutes away on the outskirts of this area is CF Champlain. That's a large shopping mall. There's restaurants, banks, and all the things you typically find in a commercial center. So like we mentioned a few minutes ago, Champlain Street is the main road in Dieppe, and you can find all sorts of businesses on this road and access to many of the different neighborhoods. And just up here on our left is my old high school, École Mathieu Martin, and also Carrefour de l'Acadie, which is a Francophone middle school.
We've turned in on the south side of Champlain on another main road called Gauvin Road that runs parallel to Champlain. We characterize this residential area as a multifamily area, meaning that a good chunk of the housing is made up of apartment buildings and semi-detached homes. There's a K-5 Anglophone school in this neighborhood called Lou McNairn School, and not too far up here is the city center. So let's go see what's around there.
We're here in the City Hall area, and it's kind of a neat spot. We've got City Hall over here. There's also the public library, and over there is a stage where you can catch free shows during the summer on Wednesday evenings. And just here in front of us is the concrete oval, and in the winter they flood it to become a skating surface for all to enjoy free of charge all winter long.
And up here on the upper platform, you've got seating areas, and in this building there are some commercial tenants. And just to give you some context as to where we are, Champlain Street is just on the other side of this building.
Across from the City Hall Square is the Dieppe Market. It's an indoor market, and it's open on Friday evenings and Saturday mornings, where you can buy directly from local producers, artisans, and vendors.
A couple of other great spots to eat are right here in this area as well. One of them is Cafe Archibald, and the other is Tony's Bistro, two of our favorites.
Here's another residential area. This one is called Parc Bonaventure or Bonaventure Park. This is a really nice area with mostly mid-level price point homes, most of them detached until you get into the next area where there's ongoing construction of new townhouses and semi-detached homes. It's just off Chartersville Road, which is another main artery in Dieppe. It's a quiet area with mostly just residential traffic. There's a park over here as well, and there's also a Francophone K-5 school very nearby.
So let's take a minute and talk about some numbers and demographics. Dieppe has a population of around 28,000 according to the 2021 census. It continues to grow rapidly, so it might even be around 30,000
I would say
today.
so.
One thing that comes up often enough about Dieppe is language. It's been known as a community that leans towards French, so we pulled out some data from the census. Out of the 28,000 people surveyed, over 18,000 did state French as their first language.
Yep.
But there's still over 8,800 that state English as their first language. And overall, over 19 of the 28,000 have a knowledge of both French and English. Only a little over 1,900 answered that they speak only French, while a little over 6,100 answered they only speak English. All of that to answer the question, if I don't speak French, will I have a hard time in Dieppe? The answer is no, not at all. You may go to a store and initially be served in French, but when you reply in English, the conversation will easily flip to English.
So like we've seen so far, the central part of Dieppe has quite a wide range of houses. So of course that also means a wide range of pricing. The overall average price in this area is right around 370,000, and that includes all housing types, so detached, semi-detached, townhouses, condos. In the last year, the most expensive property sold was 700,000 and the cheapest was 180,000. It was an apartment style condo. So that's quite a wide range, but it tells you that there's something here for just about every budget.
Just a quick stop here to show you another complex that's in the area. This one is the Dieppe Aquatic Centre. Inside are 3 pools for different types of activities that are open for both public swimming lessons and exercise classes.
We're in another commercial area on Dieppe Boulevard, which lies on the eastern perimeter of where we are today. Right in this immediate area, you can find grocery stores, pharmacies, a gym, coffee shop, and restaurants, among other things. And within a few minutes drive, like 5 minutes or so, you can be at Fox Creek Golf Course, which is a private golf course we talked about in another video. And the Romeo LeBlanc International Airport is just a few minutes up that way.
So really the entire center of Dieppe we toured today is surrounded by amenities, which makes it super convenient. But the nice thing when you come into the residential areas is that most of them are quiet and very family friendly.
Yeah.
And there are options for most budgets.
So that'll do it for us today. Hopefully you enjoyed it and can add it to places to consider if you plan on moving to Greater Moncton. If you have any questions about this or any other areas in our region, we're always happy to chat. And if you'd like to partner with us to start your real estate journey, we'd love to hear from you. Our contact info is below.
We are Denise and Marc. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.